Hello everyone, welcome to the second session of the chapter Living World and Classification of Microbes. Now, in the last session we had seen the five kingdoms, that is Monera, Protista, fungi. We had seen about the kingdoms Monera, Protista and fungi, about the three kingdoms. Now, classification of microbes. Now, as we all know, microorganisms, they are present everywhere. Now, among the living organisms, microorganisms are the largest in number. They are present in abundance. Now, they are classified as, now see, microorganisms, they are classified as prokaryotes and eukaryotes, where prokaryotes further include bacteria and eukaryotes include protista, fungi and algae. Now, in bacteria, if you find the size of these organisms is from 1 micrometer to 10 micrometers. It is unicellular, independent, parasitic organisms. Now, parasitic organisms means they depend on some other host. They keep some other organisms as their host and they obtain their food from them. Now, sometimes many bacteria together they form colonies. They live in colonies. Now, bacterial cell is prokaryotic with cell wall. It has a cell wall, but distinct nucleus or cell organelles which are there in the cells, these are absent in case of some of the bacterial cells. They produce by simple binary fission. They produce by simple binary fission where the nucleus divides into two and fission occurs. Now, in favorable condition, bacteria grow vigorously and can double their number in 20 minutes. Now, if they get a favorable condition wherein they can grow properly, they can multiply into double numbers and in numbers in 20 minutes. Now, on page number 3, they have given some diagram over there. As you can see, they have given some names as Coccus, Coccobacillus, Bacillus, Spirillum and Vibrio. And they have a shape, you can see the shape. The Vibrio, it is comma shaped. Now, Spirillum, it is like a zigzag, like a wave. They were some of the bacteria. Now, Protozoa. Now, protozoal size is approximately 200 micrometers. Now, they are found, these organisms, they are found in soil, fresh water and seawater. And some are found in the body of other organisms and are pathogenic. Pathogenic means they cause diseases. Now, these are unicellular organisms with eukaryotic cell. Unicellular made up of only one cell. Now, there is great variation in cell structure, organs of locomotion and modes of nutrition among protozoans. So, there is a great variation between the different protozoans. They have different cell structure, organs of locomotion. Locomotion is to move from one place to another, and even the modes of nutrition. Now, these organisms, they reproduce by simple cell division. By simple cell division, where the cell, the nucleus, it divides into two. For example, we have amoeba and paramecium. It is free living in dirty water. Entamoeba histolytica, it causes amoebiasis. Now, amoebiasis is a parasitic infection caused by Entamoeba histolytica. Plasmodium vivax, which causes malaria, and Euglena, which is autotrophic, that can prepare its own food. The third one is fungi. Now, we'll see about fungi. Now, these are, the size of them are approximately 10 micrometers to 100 micrometers. Now, these are found on dead decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plants and animals. Now, as you can see, where they are found on the dead or decaying organic matter. If a plant or animal, they die, after they die, the body starts decomposing. As it is made of carbon, it is known as organic matter. So, decaying, or it starts to decompose. So, that is why it is known as decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plants and animals. These are eukaryotic organisms. Again, some are unicellular and others are visible with naked eyes. Some are unicellular. Unicellular, they require microscope, and others are visible by naked eyes, means we can also see them. Now, saprophytic, they are also saprotrophic. Absorb their food from decaying organic matter. They absorb their food from decaying organic matter. They produce sexually and asexually by cell division or by budding. For example, it's baker's yeast, candida and mushroom. For protozoa, you can see over on page number 4, they have given the structures of paramecium and the entamoeba and also plasmodium. Now the fourth one is algae. Now algae approximately is in 10 micrometers to 100 micrometers. Now they are aquatic, they live in water. Eukaryotic, unicellular, autotrophic organisms. Autotrophic means they can prepare their own food. Now photosynthesis is carried out with the help of chloroplast in the cell. The cell contains a chloroplast. It is an organelle where the photosynthesis takes place. Example, Chlorella and Chlamydomonas. Very few species of algae are unicellular. Very few species are unicellular, which are made up of one cell. Most of them are multicellular, and they can be seen with the naked eyes. Now here I have written bacteria, protista, fungi, and algae. There is one more, which is the viruses. Now approximately the size of the virus is 10 nanometers to 100 nanometers. Now generally viruses, they are not considered as living organisms, or they are said to be organisms at the edge of living and non-living. They are not exactly living like the fungi and the protozoans. Now viruses, they are studied under microbiology. The viruses, they are studied under microbiology. Now generally viruses, they are not considered as living things. Now viruses are extremely minute. They are very very minute. They are 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria and can be seen only with electron microscope. So they can only be seen with the electron microscope. They are found in the form of independent particles. Virus is a long molecule of DNA or RNA covered by a protein coat. So genetic material in viruses is DNA or RNA. Now, viruses, they survive only in living plant or living cells and produce their own proteins with the help of host cell and create their numerous replica. Now they enter the body and with the help of the host cell they create their replica, and then they destroy the host cell and become free. These viruses, free viruses, again infect new cells, and this is how a person gets infected with viruses when it enters our own body and attacks our cells. Now viruses cause many diseases to plants and animals. Now viruses, they cause many diseases. As you can see, for human it is poliovirus, influenza virus, HIV, AIDS virus. It attacks the humans. Now for cattle it is picornavirus. For plants it is tomato. It is for tomato it is wilt virus and tobacco mosaic virus. Bacteria is bacteriophage. Viruses that attack bacteria, they are bacteriophage. So this is all about classification of microbes or microorganisms. Thank you.